Welcome to their desktop. I'm just reviewing the last playthrough I had. Just to figure out, and this is the first time I tried it, or second time I think. But anyways, it's much better than going south. I like going west first. I've got a horde coming from the east, and I'm about to build defenses, and I'll start playing. And I realized something. In this scenario, you at the end you face spitters, giants, and harpies in the final waves on both from the north and the east. And it just hit me that since my shocking towers can repair while being shot at by spitters because they're ranged, and if you can control range, their their proclivity is for shooting the spitting tower, for shooting the shocking towers. And if I can just make towers in front of the the spitting target, um, I can ensure that I can hold the others at bay in order to initiate repair on the shocking tower, which is so important. Um, because damn, those spitters love shooting that tower, and if they get close enough to shoot the tower, they'll be close enough for my guys in the towers to shoot them. Um, so having this defense of, as you can see right now, and as I set up later, you'll see, just won't work at all. It worked great for a bit. I mean, the lower shocking tower was great. What I'm going to do is put towers exclusively, like stone towers exclusively jam packed right here, and then the shocking tower will help alleviate some of the pain. Um, and of course, what I'll do is I'll keep the Gatling guns here, uh, or maybe not. Probably no, probably not. I'll have to nix the Gatling guns, but I'll put towers infested all around here. Maybe put a shocking tower here, and then towers in front in a layer, and then Gatling guns, and then walls. And hopefully, barbed wire. And if I put the barbed wire far enough behind the lines, hopefully the spitters will come in and stand on top of that barbed wire. Not sure of the efficacy of that, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm thinking towers, but I'm jamming too much in there. What I just need to do is put shocking tower, towers, then walls, then guns, auto guns, then walls. That's the technique I'm going to try to do, because yeah, otherwise it's just not doable. It's a pity you can't go more than 2 times speed on YouTube. Um, Otherwise, I'd be deleting this from my hard drive. It's insane amount of gigabytes. I don't have a HDD. I've just got a solid state SSD, and it doesn't have obviously enough space for as many videos I want to cram into it. But I've got an external hard drive that I transfer these things to. But right now, I'm transferring stuff from my cell phone. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm trying to figure out a way to get more food, and I create a bottleneck for myself, massive one. It's pretty horrible, actually. Um, I do not realize that I've created a situation where I can't do anything because I'm so hampered by my lack of income. Um, and it gets to a point, it gets pretty silly actually. I'm unable to transition forward uh, because I don't have any more food. and I have no more power, and I have no more workers, and it just, yeah, and unable to move forward. Um, I try to push down south, and what I end up doing is wasting so much time wondering what the hell is with the spawnage from the south. There's down here at the bottom. If you try to clear out the bottom, there's this endless wave. It feels like of executives that might be coming from the other side of the forest, but it's really the spawnage is really bizarre. So what I do is I set up a defensive perimeter on the south there. Um, but what I really should have done is once I reached this point and got my defensive barrier, I should have moved immediately to advancing in the north west to get myself some food, because pretty soon I run out of food and it becomes a serious situation. So I make another shocking tower on the other side of the stone there, and then I'm happy there. I should have just left it. Um, there is opportunities for food to the south, but it's not much. But you do get access to the lake, which is great for food. So it's it's a situation where northwest is an easy push, and I think I should have done that first, just to gain the farmland. But before you do that, you got to be prepared to deal with a few harpies. So I don't have enough soldiers. I'm trying to. Now I've got 1,000. Now I've teched up because got all that stone. Put down the bank, and then I make the shocking tower there. So I'm happy. So now I have no food though. That's the problem. No food, and I'm going to rapidly run out of workers. Which is funny because I have the inn, but I need 100 food. So we'll see. I totally forgot about the inn. That's pretty funny. I'm trying to figure out where I put the inn. Yeah, this is when I figure out that area. But the thing is, like, I never actually ended up desperately needing this. And if I had a few more soldiers, this would be a cakewalk right here. I really didn't need this here. Um, it's a nice backup, and I ended up deleting these two. Um, yeah, I mean, if I could have just toned down this auto gun in the beginning and placed them all here, uh, I think the ballistas are less noise-makey than the autoguns, so that might have helped in the beginning. I'm not really sure, because if I put all the soldiers here and I put all the rangers here, that would have helped this area out, I think, and have had a soldier down here to draw aggro. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't actually need to do that, honestly. And if I'd had more stone right there, I would have been fine. But yeah. If you think about it, I could probably get more food in on that area if I moved. No, I couldn't. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I'm. If I'd kept this one more back, no, that wouldn't work either. No, no, no. Uh, if I kept this one space back right there, I could have then had the farm and then wall this area off completely, except of course for this spot right here. But if I move these two that way, just one space, that might have worked. Then I could wall this off completely too. I have an entire wall series just devoted for, you know, making an inner area right there. That might have actually worked great. That's a thinker. I'll try it. I'll see how that works. I'm just hoping that one more space moving the ballista in the northeasterly direction, I'm hoping it won't draw super aggro and spell my doom, but I think I could possibly get away with it. Because if I move these two one space to the northeast, then I can make, and this back one, I could make a gate there, a wall here, a wall here, and then double wall here. And that would probably totally work. Honestly, didn't end up needing a space here. Well, yeah, what I do is just temporarily remove them because I want to put the tower here and a tower here, or sorry, a tower here and a tower there, and then start spreading out the towers along here. Probably probably a double layer of towers, and then that Gatling guns, then a triple layer walls, or double layer walls. It's just that the spitters, they have an area attack, right? So if they're going to attack one wall, they're going to attack all the walls, right? So to me, it might actually make more sense to just go with a single row of guns, then a single row of wall, then a single row of guns, then a single row of wall, and then barbed wire, extra wall, barbed wire, wooden wall, right? And just do it that way. That might actually work. I'm going to try it that way because it's just that the spitters area attack, and it just makes your triple wall superfluous because they're all getting destroyed. So with the Gatling guns, at least I've got some offense. So there's that. All right. I wish I'm not sure because Lucifers cost you oil per turn. I'm not sure about the same for Thanatoses. I think that it's the same because, you've got a maximum amount of Lucifers you can field. Do you have a maximum amount of Thanatoses you can field? That's the problem. I don't actually know. Thanatos. Maintenance oil, yeah. So you've literally have a maximum amount of Thanatoses, so it's not like you can spam Thanatoses forever, right? Which makes the tech for extra oil production that much more attractive. But I won't be, say if I had 20 Thanatoses, there goes my oil production and there goes my extra income. But there are 2 oil things right here. I could probably do it. Yeah, and then you have extra oil production and then a warehouse covering both, or 2 warehouses. Then you could probably get away with mass Thanatoses. I'd love to try it against that huge swarm right here, when they come down and rush your area. And if I could create that bottleneck and hold that bottleneck with the Thanatoses, because it, force projection, you could concentrate your choke point and not spread have a defense in depth so much. Because as soon as you have a defense in depth, you lose that choke point ability because they're jam packed and they can't get around that forest area, and they're just trying to swarm through that choke point, and it's perfect. So yeah, I'm thinking definitely of going with Thanatos this time around. Because I'm not really spending the oil on anything. And if I could take advantage of Thanatos for that choke point enhancer on one spot, unfortunately, you can't do it for all, like for a surround situation, but yeah, it might be very helpful. Yeah. Yeah, I end up turtling way too long. And now I've got zero food. Trying to solve the situation. I forget about fisheries for a while there. Um, and then I start running out of, because I've got power plants, I start running out of lumber. I forget to make lumber. Yeah, it's a whole 9 yards. And I haven't got the forge down yet. I need 40, but before I do that, I unfortunately start cranking out Marines, and it's a problem because I can't get out the forge. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I'm losing big time on that oil income because it's a lot of income right there. I should have really taken advantage of it. And at this point, this is when I bump into that weird executive spawn from the forest, and it confuses me for a great amount of time, which is a complete waste. And I've actually walled my soldiers off. I don't realize it, but anyways. So make houses there, and I'm not sure. Honestly, give me a sec. I'm not sure if I could have done that from the beginning. I'm not sure. I probably could not have. Could I have built the ballista right here and then made the walls here just a little bit forward and had the ballista here, and then I could have made the houses here in the very very beginning. Yeah, you know what, that would have actually worked really well because all I had to do was just go one more space, right? All right. To turtle or not to turtle? And it's kind of ironic that the final wave you don't get a massive push, so that defensive barrier right there was just fine. And once you take care of the waves, you can effectively, I mean, yeah, once you've got rid of the random waves and you got the final wave, just before the final wave, you don't have to worry about having defenses all down the way down south there. So that could have been incredibly useful. But yeah, then I spam my soldiers, but I haven't built my forge yet. Derp. So I screw myself there. But the idea was solid. I just ran out of workers because I'm dicking around down here going, what the hell is with the... I'm trying to clear the bottom of the map. It's not working. So, and I go, screw it. And I set it up, and I set all my new guys up here. And I, I, I remember that it's difficult to use a gate. I was like, wait. I remember being able to use. There was a problem with the gate right up next to a tower, and of course I discovered the issue. Rather soon with my rangers, I try to shove the rangers in there. Gets pretty annoying. I can get a one in there or two, maybe three, but it's tricky. So I realized, oh right, that's why I hated gate right up against the tower, because it's just like major annoyance when you're trying to do something. It distracts you from the game. So yeah, zero food for the longest time. I'm like, oh god. And of course I run out of workers, and so can't expand. Because I need workers for Tesla. Yeah, it's just I should have what I should have done before I went south, um, uh, even further, was to push northwest. Once I had a bit more soldiers, and just carefully, or maybe just the rangers, and just very carefully set up my farm system up there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing down there really. Yeah, so I go clear with my guys, and here comes that wave. Yeah, you have no idea that there's going to be spitters and giants because it just seems like you're getting the normal zombies. So they should have really teased you with a few spitters and giants and harpies just to let you know. Oh, by the way, but it's just the way the game's built. I mean, I remember survival. I haven't played survival maps for the random procedural for a very long time. I do remember the last wave being crazy while the others weren't so varied in type, I think, if I remember correctly. So here's me. Now, this area is right here. Around here is perfect for the farms. So. But then I go, oh, right, I can put in fisheries. So I slam down some fisheries, get some more workers. But I need space, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, if I had the forge, if I'd had the forge, it would have cost me 40. So I would have only had 24 uh, soldiers out. I was going to call them Marines. Hello, StarCraft. I was like, why am I calling them Marines? You played StarCraft. Um, but yeah, once you get enough soldiers, they become Marines. Where's my medic? Um, but yeah, 24 soldiers. If I stop at 24 soldiers, that should be good. Or say 20 soldiers. Let's say stop at 20 soldiers. Or did I clear areas with 20 soldiers? Just trying to figure out. No, 24. Definitely 24. Oh yeah, easy, 24. So we're gonna go with 24 soldiers um, and 12 rangers. Because if I had the two extra houses that I was planning up there, I could probably do it easy. Yeah, totally. All right. Yeah, push hard for 24 soldiers. Um, and then later I can just spam the Marines later because I've got 51, I believe, is the final wave. Yeah, and as long as I got up here, see, I'll just wait till I've completely built it up. Give myself an idea of what I need to do. And here's me going, how the hell do I get more power? I shouldn't have actually done that. I should have left that alone. I think this was more than enough power for my needs, honestly. But we'll see. Yeah, as soon as I clear that, I should have just built up my area, defended it, slowly move forward. There it is. There you go. And I didn't need to worry once that area was clear. I didn't need to fret so much about defenses down there. Alright, so almost built up. And if I can do this in the beginning, like my early push, then I've got all that. Look at all that. Bam. Alright. So that's what I need to do. Right here. I think I put in, I ripped this out and put in a lumber mill right here. So, yeah, that's the plan. And I also made a lumber mill in this nook down there, just above my base, on the other side of the forest. Once I got that area clear. Yeah, just building up that choke point. And I had, look at all the stone I had to play with. I should have just kept building towers right here, just slowly building up this choke point. Yeah, just towers and towers and endless towers. Just I should have just tower crept all the way up, honestly. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, right there. So yeah. Ooly. I didn't need to do that at all. I had no idea. So yeah. That was an okay defense area right there. Had I realized the spitters and the giants, I would have adjusted accordingly. But yeah, live and learn. Yeah, so what I've got 83 power, and I didn't need the shocking towers to the south. Once that was taken care of, I could have just deleted all of these. Actually, yeah, this is great for the standard swarm. It's a bit of an overkill. It was fun to do, but at the same time, it was a huge distraction. Yeah. Ugh, bloody hell. Yeah, 2 extra houses here. Move this up here. Move this one back. Yeah. Totally would have worked. Yeah, because with this one forward, I didn't need these two here. That would have been fine. Just a gate there. As you can see, the gate's just opening for the train. It's a weird thing where it does. Everything else is fine. Of course, I wouldn't have the house here until later, once I didn't need this area. The defenses here. And of course, I put in the warehouse. As soon as I've got this area up, and of course I put in the extra house there, because the walls would be here. Yeah. Rip out the ballista, put in the bank, put in the warehouse. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I didn't need this. I think this was superfluous. Suppliferous. Yeah, belatedly, but in towers. That should mean tower creep from the very beginning. Alright. So I penny parcel my people out, but then nobody attacks from the south. It was really weird. Not even a little bit too. Nothing. It was very bizarre. So I had the right idea here. Really good idea. Um, I just needed more of this. I, what would have happened was I do um, probably a shocking tower here. Like just deleted that. Um, Shocking tower here. Well, you know, if I left this here and I just built in towers here from here, just all the way up, I just kept creeping this way, um, that would have afforded me a shocking tower at the last, when there's just a lot of executives. That might help clear up the executives. If I put a shocking tower here, that would help clear. Like, it's just it's dealing with the executives and stuff and just the mass. It's not going to do much against anything else. But if I put it right here, that could, yeah, put another shocking tower here. That would help with it. It's not going to be my main defense because they usually get knocked out quick. But if I've got it here and I do power creep all the way, and then have Thanatoses right here, or just standing right here and just shooting the hell out of it, but they don't shoot over forest, so it's a problem. So probably put them Thanatoses and just creep the Thanatoses back as the defenses get whittled down. But it was doing pretty good actually, so I did like the barbed wire. But anyways, yeah, tower creep, and then yeah, just keep tower creeping. I mean, hell, just tower creep, just keep going. Probably till about here. I don't know. Yeah, just continually tower creep, and then at the end, when I don't have any time left, that's when I'll just make barbed wire and a wall layers, just like this. You know, autoguns just before, and then what I'll probably do is autoguns, wall, barbed wire, autoguns, wall, barbed wire. I think that might work because I've got the room to do it, and there's nothing else between me and the deep blue yonder. Then yeah, just empty space, so I can totally get away with it. The problem is that the further you go out from this checkpoint, the more that'll be a choke point right there, but the more they can expand. And that's a problem because as soon as you've got just this arc of spitters, it's a real problem. But I don't know where the spitters come from because I swear I didn't bloody well see any. So I might be able to get away with the fact there's no spitters. So if there's no spitters, and all I have to deal with are harpies, then tower creep's gonna work great. And yeah, the Thanatoses would just annihilate. And if I've only got 2 areas, and you don't get a heavy giant spam, actually. So it might be possible if I can tower creep all the way to here, and then have my defenses, as I said, I might be able to put the Thanatoses, split them up, and put them on either side, up here and down here. Because I've only got 2 other areas where they attack from. So it might be doable. Because if I can have the Thanatoses, and we can kill the Harpies quick, and then the Giants quick, then the Thanatoses will take care of the Spitters. And that would just be awesome to behold. And I could hold those two areas. So yeah, that is the plan. But yeah, as you can see, last gas, but it worked really well. Really, really liked it, and I was like, "What the hell? I'm not being attacked." Rip off. Yeah, and that's when I end it and start another video for the last gas defense. That's it. All right, that was useful and productive. Yeah, most times I just don't have time to do something like this, but I think I need to rethink my strategies. I like my idea of how to defend, but it needs to evolve. So, yay.